Hey everyone, welcome back to EverQuest, the Hero's Journey. We're on the level 47 Shadowknight Rogue Shaman. We have 156 AA points spent with 1 AA point banked. In our last episode, I believe we killed Finnegal in Kedge Keep, and we're after the Robe of the Kedge, which is needed for the Rogue Epic quest, the Ragebringer. That's the last of the 4 robes that I need. So I've been seeking that out. Before I started recording this video, I actually did go and kill Finnegal again, and again he dropped pretty much nothing. Another wand of mana tapping, I think it was, and the fusible coral ore, and actually I got staff of elemental mastery water, which is I think used in the Mage Epic quest. So when we did kill Finnegal the first time, for the first time in the recording on the previous episode, we leveled up to level 47, and excuse me, I haven't memorized my spells from a few levels from my time in Kedge Keep there. So I got a handful of spells to memorize. I got Odium. That's a magic-based damage over time spell. Wait a minute, did I buy 2 of those? Hang on a second. Oh, sorry, that one was Blast of Poison. That was a Shaman direct damage spell, poison-based direct damage. Odium. It's a magic damage over time spell. Shock of Venom. Another poison-based direct damage spell. Charisma spell. Charisma boost. Life Leech. This one should be good. It's a new life tap. So that's 228 point life tap, whereas the current one I have is 105, so pretty big upgrade. Scythe of Darkness. It's a direct damage spell against undead. I think it has a long recast time. Not too bad, 18 seconds. Yeah, I think if we're going to be killing undead, that will be useful. Incapacitate. It's a debuff for melee stats. Decreases agility, strength, AC on your target. So not too bad. Upgrade to Listless Power, which was the previous melee stat debuff I had from the Shaman. Alright, so let's put that in there. That would be under taps, would be Health Life Leech tap there. So what else we got? Blast of Poison, Odium, Shock of Venom, Scythe of Darkness, Incapacitate. Here. Detrimental, Disempower, Incapacitate there. Not sure what the scroll to the back of my book here. Blast of Poison, 306. That's the level 42 Shaman spell, I believe. Decrease hit points by 360. Poison based, and then Shock of Venom. That one's level 47. So yeah, I don't think I'll use Blast of Poison. Shock of Venom. Quick cast, 1.5 seconds. Decrease hit points by 535. Looks like it scales up though, so it would currently be only seemingly 306. Although I would get more from my my items that have plus spell damage, and maybe even my Envenom Blades proc causes the target to take increased damage from poison-based spells. Alright, I think that's probably all I'm going to use for the new spells right now. On a previous video, I got a comment from someone asking about my chat windows and filters that I was using. Excuse me. So I just wanted to show that real quick. If you right click on one of the chat windows, you can select like new chat window, and that will open up a new one. Over here I have this one. It may or may not be, like, it may not pop up over here, it may pop up somewhere else. It may have a different fade to it. So if you right click, you can do window alpha. Alpha like controls it, whether it's see-through or not see-through, and you can control the normal level or the faded level. So if you hover over it, it will like come more into focus. If I do the normal level and I set it to, say, like, I don't know, 80%, you'll see it gets darker. And if I hover over it, and then if I move my mouse away from it, after like 2.5 seconds, it'll fade a little bit. So more about the chat windows, you can rename them. Call this one, I don't know, we'll just leave it chat 6, but because I'm going to close it, but you can rename it to whatever you want. You can see down here I have my melee, I named it melee, I have spells. These ones, the main chat and the other chat, I think those are the default ones. I don't think I renamed them. I also have a system one up here that's kind of, I keep minimized, that has all of the, like, so-and-so leveled up, or, things like that. Sometimes I have to open it if I'm talking to a echo of the past to, like, get into an instance. As far as filters, though, if you right-click on the top of the chat window, or before I get to filters, moving the chat window, you can see I have the little thing here. I can drag it moving around, holding down my left mouse button, put it wherever I want. I can resize it. Look for the arrow when you hover over the bottom or the side, or if you want to do both horizontal and vertical resize at the same time, you can hover over the corner and then go like this to resize it, just like any computer operating system window that you would be used to. So if you right click there, towards the bottom you have filters, and you can specify which chat messages you want to go into this newly created window. So I could filter this to do spells, for example, and I could click all, and that would select all of the items under spells by just clicking all, rather than having to click this one, then go back to the right click menu and click this one. So if you want all your spells, all spell like messages to go into the window, right click, filters, spells, all. Or you can do the same for melee, all, or just if you wanted a window for pet melee, you can find your like pet stuff in here, pet messages, pet crits, whatever. I think pet damage shows up as other damage or something. I forget. It's there's not a specific pet melee filter. I think it's like others damage or something like that. You might have to play with it to figure out which ones you want to filter. But yeah, there's a lot of whole lot, as you can see here, different filters. If you want to put like OOC in a separate window, if you want to put tells in a separate window, system messages. I think I have my system messages filtered up into this one. And if you want to check what is filtered into which windows, you can just right click on them, look at the filters, and then look for what has the little star next to it. So this one has system messages and item speech filtered into it. I'm not quite sure what item speech is, or whether I specifically filtered it up there. I was attempting to just get rid of spam, but also still be able to view it if I wanted. Yeah, so that's chat windows. If anyone has any and filters. One other thing about windows is you can lock them in place. So if you select the window submenu, right click, hover over window, go to submenu, you can lock it into place. So once you get it where you want it, like if I wanted it, like I don't know, over here or something, go like this, resize it down or up. I don't think you can resize it from the top. Like that, I could right click, window, lock. And that way if I'm clicking around, I don't accidentally slide it, move it, whatever, if I don't want it to. My crits window is locked. Like you can see if I right click on the crits, it's locked. So it's faded and it's locked, and I don't have to worry about if I click on it, does it accidentally move. All right, we'll close this extra window that I opened up. Don't need that. Buffs. I'm using Illusion Dark Elf, Dark Temptation. I have some server buffs, Season of the Hare and Bunny Backup. These are, the Season of the Hare is an experience boost, so 50% experience. Bunny Backup is a proc. So when it procs, you trigger a couple swarm pets to start attacking your target. I don't know how long they plan on having those active. I also kind of don't like them chewing up my buff slots. I already have a limited number of buff slots. I have Grim Aura active, Resist Magic, and Venom Blades, Bite of the Shissar, Form of the Bear, Agility, Guardian, that's AC, Stamina. Now, I have both Stamina and Health, and those are Shaman Stamina buffs. But let me see if I can open these both up here. So they both give me stamina, and you can see in the details for the spell, stamina uses slot 2 and health uses slot 1. So since they don't use the same slot, they stack. So I get, I don't know what I'm ending up with, 43 plus 31 stamina, resulting in 191 stamina right now. But that may be a little known fact, even though you would think as you level up the spells and that provide the same stats don't stack. That's not always the case. You can right click and look at them and figure out whether they use the same slot for that stat. I have another example of slot mechanics. Where is that? Harnessing of Spirit. Yeah. So this one, you can see this one uses slot 4 for strength and slot 5 for dex. And it also has some mechanisms to overwrite or block stuff. So like if it will overwrite a spell if slot 1 effect strength is strength and what is that, less than 67. So if I were to look at my stat strength, look at my just base strength buff, we can see this one uses slot 1 and it increases strength by up to 67. So since this is, I imagine since I'm under level 50, it's not going to be 67. This thing over in here, Harnessing of Spirit, is going to overwrite strength because it's slot 1 and it's less than 67. So yeah, they're weird mechanisms for what buffs overwrite and which buffs stack, and that's what the slots, like you can see, add proc, slot 3, add proc. I imagine this one's not going to be slot 3, slot 10. So I mentioned I went to Kedge again, did a non-responding instance, stealth down. Actually did manage to kill the Fierce Impaler and picked up a Gloom Martyr Harpoon. Might level that up to Legendary, see what it looks like at some point. Did kill Finny. I was able to pull him +1 of the cleric seahorses, the swirl spine somethings. It might be in my chat log here. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I think the first time I got it on video, it was Finny plus 2 ads. This time I was able to just get 1 seahorse plus Finny, and it didn't have much trouble. So like I was saying, I was after Kedge of the Keep, Robe of the Kedge. Did not get it. I found out that there are 2 mobs here in. Hang on, am I hiding or not? Kithakor that can drop Kedge of the Keep, and they have a higher drop rate than Finny. Doesn't really make sense to me, but they do. So I teleported from the bazaar to Rivervale, zoned out to Kithakor Forest, hit up the Echo of the Past or whatever it is, to do a non-respawning instance, because the mobs I'm after have a 4-hour respawn time, and from what I can tell, if something has longer than a 2-hour respawn time, it will not show up in a non-respawning instance. So I think I'm going over here. This pack of red stuff over there, I think is where I want to be. Yeah, I'm not positive. I don't even know if I can kill the things that drop the robe. Probably not, especially if it's gonna be like 20 redcons. This guy, Advisor, he can drop a robe, and Courser, oh, she might actually be wearing the robe. So those 2 have a chance of dropping the robe. Their chance is higher than Finny, but one of them's level 55, I think the cleric here, Advisor, and one of them's level 58, I think the enchanter there. And yeah, there's, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 redcons. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull this off. Definitely can't kill them all together. So it's gonna be a question of whether I can split them, and even if I can split them, whether I can kill them. More than likely, they're gonna kill me. They're gonna wipe me out. But I'll give it a shot, see if I can split them. Especially with the casters, like Feign Death is unreliable. You gotta time it right. Man, this could be not good. How are we gonna do this? Make sure my pets are on hold so they don't attack them. I will try to tag one. Oh, think damage over time, magic. I think I got a better. Yeah, I got a better snare now. Does more damage over time and slows them more. Alrighty. Not sure what the best way to go about this is. I've never attempted to kill these before in any version of the game. I'm probably gonna get smoked. I'm gonna tag one and then like immediately feign death. And I got dispelled, and yeah, they're yeah, and I'm stunned. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay. So at least right now, that way of obtaining the robe of the Kedge is not viable. Man, I don't even know what happened. I got, before I could feign death, one of them started casting on me and dispelled me. And then, let's see. Yeah, I started getting, so I got racked by shots of poison. I think that's like a dot, and then I got the enchanter dot, and then I got stunned. It says you feel dizzy, and then I got dispelled. Yeah, I don't even think I got a chance to move, never mind wait for Feign Death to come back so that I could try it again. Alright, well that was a bust. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do that. Let's drop that Kithakor instance. We don't need that. Kithakor. Quit. Okay. I gotta go back to the bazaar. I did figure out that since I got to level 46, the translocator does list the planes as being a destination. So I could go to the plane of hate or the plane of sky. Those two are typically only accessible through wizard ports in like classic, like I don't know, classic, like old school EverQuest. The other plane would be plane of fear, but you should be able to access that through a portal in the Fiat. One thing I read was the plane of hate, and I'm going to try this on the fly. If you pick non-respawning instance of the plane of hate, that since the respawn time on stuff up there is very long, there won't be anything in there. So we're going to the plane of hate. I'm immediately gonna hide in case there's anything there that's gonna try to kill me. Hide. Oh, alright. Hate. Alright. Echo of the past. Alright. Do we have anything on? Oh, yeah. There. It looks like there's a lot of stuff up. Here. Try. Talk to me. Here. We'll do a non-resp. Wait, no. We want a respawning instance, right? Cannot create an expedition. You already belong to another. Let me quit that. Oh, man. So did I just kill my chances? Do a respawning instance. Alright, and then we'll say we're ready. Now, we'll see if there's anything actually up. Now that we're in a respawning instance of the plane of hate. Sneak hide. It seems like there's stuff casting spells here, so we're not... Okay. Well, I guess I was wrong, or I read wrong, or misunderstood about that. This is a large zone, and if I remember right, it's multi-floor. Like you can go up somewhere. I don't know. I remember there being issues with like aggroing mobs through the ceiling or floor, like places. So I want to be here because there's a. What did I? Oh, Dark Temptation is what I'm missing. There's a ground spawn that is needed for the Rogue Epic, and since I can access the Plane of Hate now, I should be able to stealth over there and pick it up. I haven't done a lot of research on exactly where it is though, and I'm also not too familiar with the Plane of Hate. See, detrimental, disempower, keep, incapacitate up. So let me look up where I would need to go, and we'll resume in a minute. So the information I'm seeing is that apparently the book is located on the top floor of the Maestro of Rancor building. Not familiar with this zone at all. However, Maestro of Rancor is marked here on the map, so I'm gonna try to head there. I'm assuming that I'm safe to walk around here with stealth and stuff. In my travels, I've not run into anything that can see through what my Shroud of Stealth AA ability. Here, I think this is the building. Top floor. How do I get up? Okay, piano. I think the maestro is a musician, so seeing a piano makes me think we're probably in the right area. It says top floor of the building though. How do I get to the top floor? Well, there is the maestro of Rancor. I'm sure he would smoke me, so I'm probably not even gonna try. Also, the mechanics for the planes, and I don't know. I'm a little fuzzy on that. Like, if you try to engage a mob, a boss mob, without clearing the zone or something like that, does everything come charging? Yeah, I'm not sure. This might be like the revamped version of the Plane of Hate. So, the information I'm looking at might be like from pre-revamp, which in that case I would have no idea where the Book of Souls would be. Like, how do I get to... Alright, let me pause and see what else I can find. Alright, my next best guess is that it's in one of these buildings in front of the Maestro area. Is there another level there? Alright, so I think I found where it's supposed to be, which is here on top of this dresser. But it is obviously not there. Yeah, I'm not sure what to say about that. the little bit of information I can find seems to say that it's possible that those only spawn in like open world zones, so non-instances. When I say those, I mean the or any like ground spawns. But I guess it's also possible that maybe only spawns in. So let's quit this. We're in the respawning. Alright. Remove from plane of hate respawning. Okay. So if I guess I could teleport to the bazaar and then come back, and then I would be there. Let me try that. Alright, so I teleported to the bazaar. I had already removed myself from the instance, and then asked to be teleported back to the plane of hate. So now we're in the open world plane of hate zone, where there are seemingly people here. I'm gonna try to go find my way back to the Maestro area. This building over here is supposed to be where it's. Oh, there it is. All right. All right. We got ourselves a Book of Souls. All right. Well, and we learned something that seemingly ground spawns don't spawn inside of instances / dynamic zones. All right, who's here? There's two other people here. One's anonymous and one is level 52. I don't know what drops here, whether we can actually kill anything here. There's a corpse there. Trying to see if I can try my hand at one of these. I don't know. I'm probably gonna get smoked. And that lich over there, is he like in line of sight of this guy? It's hard to say. Especially if I like pull him back. I'm not sure. I don't know. We'll try it. Yep, he's coming. Alright, well, let's do Malo slow. I got some dots on him. Might get some ads because I think my pets like to open the doors. Alright. Yeah, we're getting hurt. We're getting hurt. No, don't hurt me. What is this stuff? I think that lich is a wizard or something. I don't know what it. Oh, yep. Okay. Okay. Well, healed himself. Yeah, I'm not sure what was. Lure of Frost. Yeah, that's a wizard spell. So yeah, I was getting hit with the wizard spells, probably by that lich. Okay. But we got our Book of Souls, so that's kind of all we needed from Plane of Hate. One of the other things that we need as part of the Rogue Epic is 4 weapons. One of the weapons, if I remember right, is from Lower Gok. So we need I think it's a Mithril two-hander off of the Froglock King in Lower Gok. So unfortunately, gonna have to go back to Lower Gok. The King has been very elusive. I think I've only gotten 1 or 2 drops off of him. Never mind, and maybe only seen him 2 or 3 times. Yeah. But we also need. Let me look at the list here. Two weapons from Soul B off the Cobalt King and Cobalt Champion. And we need a gigantic Zweihander to drop some Karg Ice Bear and Everfrost. So let's go looking for Karg in Everfrost. I did see that you can do an instance version of Everfrost. So I might try that. Alright, I teleported to Everfrost from the Bazaar, just outside of Permafrost. And I'm running. On the Hero's Journey wiki page, it says that Everfrost, you can access Everfrost through like Echo of the Past and do like an instance version, but I don't know where the Echo of the Past is. I don't, on the Hero's Journey database interface site, I don't see an Echo of the Past listed, but that's Bandle. But yeah, so he's ready to attack. Sneak hide. So I'm running around looking for Karg Ice Bear now. There's Tundrajack and Iceberg. Oh wait, hey guys, hey, leave me alone. Not cool. Okay. Hey, what is going on? Are my pets attacking them? Like what is happening here? I'm not really interested in killing them. Pet hold, pet back. Oh no, are they gonna kill my pet? No, oh man, they smoked my pet. Screw you guys, man. Or maybe they didn't? I don't know what the heck happened. I really don't want to kill these guys. Fine steel. Couple. I thought I was hiding and sneaking. But anyway, I'm looking for Karg Ice Bear. He should be either blue or light blue to me, because he's supposed to be level 35. See if I can figure out. Oh man, having difficulty figuring out what he shares a spawn with. Hey, there he is. Oh, okay. He's on the map. I was looking away. Looking at. All right. What's he got? What's he got? What's he got? Let's try to steal it. We got something. We got a gold. Hope he has my sword. Probably not gonna steal it. If all right, we're just gonna smoke him. Where'd he go? Oh no! 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 Oh, okay. I thought he like fell into the world or something. All right, he's got the sword. That's what we're looking for. Awesome. Enchanted Cloak of the Ice Bear. Fine Stale. Silver Amulet. Alright, cool. So that's all we needed here. Let's pause for a minute and we'll resume shortly. Alright, we are resuming. I teleported to the bazaar, went to Lava Storm Mountains. Second. These Easter eggs, man. Went to Lava Storm Mountains and ran to Soul B, Negafin's lair. If it wasn't clear, I had shifted 100% of my experience back to AAs. I don't want to be level 50 when I try to kill Negafin and Vox. I don't know. Maybe I'll need it. But for now, AA experience is 100%. The purpose of coming to Soul B is to try to get the Kobold King and Champion. They should drop. I'm trying to find my way back there. The king is up, actually. If I can find my way to him. I used to know this like the back of my hand. I think trying to use the map gets me all turned around. Am I gonna zone out? No, that's not gonna zone me out. Okay, hopefully not. Where am I? Okay. What's that? Okay, window. Is this here? All right, this is a. Wait. Yes. Okay. Here. That advisor. The king is over there. And then I think the champion spawns in this room. So there's two weapons I need off of the kobolds here. And they are a flesh ripper off of the kobold king and a pain bringer off of the kobold champion. I'm pretty sure both of those spawn in this area. If I bring up priest spawns over there, king spawns over there. Where's the champion spawn? Pretty sure he's in the room that I'm in now. Yeah, okay. Yeah, the other reason for turning off experience is so that I actually continue to get some experience off of these. I have to kill them. I want those items. I don't want to kill them when they don't give experience anymore. So I'll at least get some AA experience out of it. I got another Easter egg here. Man. Seems like there's a chance to get one after every kill or something. Okay, I got a new title. Oh, forgot to mention, I think I got another title in Kedge Keep. I was killing the mermaids and I got a title pop up like that. And as far as I could tell, it was Hunter of Abominations that it gave me. What did we get here? Hunter of Kobolds is probably what we got. So I guess maybe it considers the aggro in the rock. I don't know if he aggros. I think he's like for the monk epic or something. He might be. I don't know. Oh, I guess he comes after us. Well, he is kill on sight, ready to attack. So. Alright, what's the king got? He's got the Flesh Ripper. Alright. That's what we need off of him, so we need to find the champion now. Code of Xanthi. Code of the Whistling Fist. That's for the monk epic. Maybe for something else too, I don't know. Alright. Let me pause for a second and double check where the champion spawns. I'm pretty sure he's in this room. Yeah, so from what I can tell, he spawns in this room. I think it's like right here or something. 10-minute, 40-second respawn, so I'll have to come back in 8 minutes or so. In the meantime, there are more things we could be killing here to at least get some AA experience. Maybe work our way over to the bats and spiders and stuff. It's like my poison faded. Bunch of lava duck crawlers down here. Those should be good experience. Some other ones over here. Bats and beetles. Those are a little bit less, but I think there's lava beetle. There's like there's a name that spawns over there. So let's kill those just to take out the placeholder at least. think what I'm going to do is temporarily swap out Tainted Breath, direct damage, poison, shock. There should be how much is this for mana? 227. It's kind of steep. I'm stunned. Also, long cast time. How much did that do? 895 points of damage. And that wasn't even a crit. Okay. How much mana do we have? 1700. I'm looking for a direct damage spell that's a quick cast. Direct damage, disease, Spear of Disease might be the quickest one I have. But I think the recast time on that one's long. Did that load? Oh, do I already have that memorized? I think I already do. Spear of Disease, 45-second recast time. It's also Conjuration. I'm looking for something that's Evocation, because I really don't use my Evocation skill much. Direct damage. Poison's going to be Conjure. Disease is probably going to be Conjure. Blizzard Blast is probably going to be too beefy. 147 mana. I don't know. I'll try this one. 2.3 second cast. I was hoping for something with like 1.5 or less. You run down here to the lava duck crawlers and start taking them out, I guess. Yeah, you can see my evocation skill just went up to 31. Almost never used evocation. Yeah, I might need to go with a lower level spell here. Direct damage, cold. Which one was that? Was that Frost Strike? Yeah, that was Frost Strike, so we'll take it down a level. Death Beetle. I think that's unnamed. Black Kite and Leggings. I've gotten those before. That's not the way I want to go. Here. This guy. And the cast time on that direct damage spell feels like forever. Oh no. Radiant Cure. illusion. Try to keep an eye on the Cobalt area. Let's see when we start getting respawns over there. Let's see. I think this is it. Okay, yeah, so it looks like the respawns are up over there, so we'll head back. Let's sneak hide. Where are we? Want to go this way. Here, here. Right. Yeah. That. Okay. Champion. Yes, that's the guy we want. So yeah, that's exactly where I was saying he was going to spawn, or would spawn. No. Okay. Got them all. I think I still have. No, I don't. Having them overwrite my buffs is getting pretty annoying. It's mostly diseases, but for that one, that particular one, Insidious Disease, I think even if I were to put up a disease resist buff, that they would probably still land it because it has a negative resist check. Alright, so we got a drop off of the champion, but not what we were looking for. It's a shield. Priest, I think, spawns in the hidden room here. Cobalt, I think this is the pre-spawn point right here. noxious spider is up. It's named. Green silken drape, caster robe. Alright, some more lava duck crawlers we could kill. Nice, got another AA point. Alright, I think we got all the lava duck crawlers there. There should be some bats and beetles up over there. Or we could try and go take out the imps and stuff over here. Maybe we'll try that. How do we get over there though? I can't remember. Yeah, this is one way. I should be able to swim through the lava. Down is where we want to go. You got that elemental slowed. We'll kill the imp protector. Slow him. don't know of any way to get rid of this aura they have. Fire elemental aura. Let me see. Detrimental. I wonder if I got a new dispel. Okay, I have nullify magic. I could try that. With it being like a permanent aura though, I don't think I can remove it. Let's grab that. Here. This guy, slow him. Let me try to remove it. Nullify magic. See if this comes off. Oh, okay. So nullify removed it, and I guess in that regard, cancel magic would have worked if I had cast it like 2 or 3 times. Alright, let me switch to this guy. Go mellow, slow, nullify. Alright. Well, I guess if I'm going to nullify him, I should probably not apply my debuffs first, because it can remove those when I dispel him. The reason for the dispel is the damage shield that they have with that debuff. There we go. Okay, there should be, there we go. I was gonna say there should be a roamer or 2 in here. Might even be one more. Huh. Maybe we took him out already. Alright. The smart thing to do would be to stop here and apply a fire resist buff to myself. But, yeah, don't feel like doing that. He's gone from being a redcon and basically killing me if he lands a spell when I'm under 50% health to just, yeah, that's the first time I've killed him since I've leveled up to 47. I think the last time I killed him I was in my 30s. Big difference there. He is no longer a threat. Alright. Does look like we got the kobolds respawned and the champion is not up, but try to make our way back there. How can we get back there? Yeah. What are we doing? I'm gonna go up. Okay. Alright. We just upgraded our bracers, so we can get rid of this silver-plated bracer here. I'm gonna find something else to put in that upgrade slot. Hang on a second here. Let's see. I think we're gonna try this, the Gloom Water Harpoon. Let's see how that looks once it's upgraded. Alright, so instead of waiting for this guy to respawn, or not respawn, again, I think what I'm going to do is teleport to the bazaar. Drop that instance to Solby. Go to Lower Guck and make a run to the live side Froglock King. Hope that he's up. And I'll tune the map. Tonica. Lower Guck Undead side. I don't think there's a live side teleport. Even if there was, I feel like I know my way much better from this spot here. Hail. Talk to you. We're gonna do a respawning instance. Alright, that's the zone out, I believe. And this is the zone in. Alright. Sneak hide. Pretty sure the live Froglock still hate me. And of course the dead ones do. Try to make a run, quick run, as quick as possible to the King's Room. I'm not sure what the best way to do that is. Probably down the ladder over here. Yeah, I'm probably gonna need the map. Yeah, already getting lost. I'm gonna go down here, so where are we? Here? This way? Nope, nope, nope. This. Hey, there's a named up over here. Slay the Slayer. We'll kill him. Broken bow parts. That's for Ranger quest. I forget which Ivy Etch quest that's for. Legs, maybe? Where are we going? Which side? We need this one. Here. Down. Okay. Oh, Noble. Noble. I'll kill him. Oh. Radiant Cure. Plan that. So many Shaman. Probably gonna get my buffs chewed up here. Something's casting on me. Oh. Okay, sneak hide. Let's go. Okay, no king. But decent experience in this room. Take him out. What hit me? Oh, tactician. Alright, got another AA point. Having terrible luck on killing spree procs. There we go, I just got one. Black tone with silver runes. Alright. Now, I wonder... Don't remember if I drop this instance, run back to Soul B, if I can get back into my instance. I don't know. Let's find out. Alright, run back to Soul B. We're at the Echo of the Past. Offer you an Queen's Lair. You accept the challenge. Let's see if I can get back in to my instance. It says you can't do it for another 1 hour, 11 minutes. What about my non-responding instance? At least I could try one. Try to kill the champion once if he's up. Sneak. This should be here. Okay, so we'll go look for the champion. I think it's up here. Over here. Oh, he's up. Okay, cool. Looks like, nope, that's Cobalt Shaman. What's over here? Cobalt. Okay. Well, at least we'll be able to kill the champion. Alright, let's see. Oh, man. Just got another shield. Alright. Looking to see if anything looks like it's up as far as named stuff. Noxious Spider. Don't really need him anymore though. I got my 2 braces off of him and got them both upgraded to legendary. Okay. Right. Let's do that again, but with lower Guck. Since we're not going to be able to get back into the respawning instance for lower Guck, we'll do a non-respawning, run down, hopefully the king's up, and kill him. Alright, we're back at lower Guck. We should have dropped our other instance. Talking to the echo of the past, we want to do a non-respawning instance. That should be the zone out over there, so this will be the zone in. Sneak, hide, and let's take a trip down to the king. I have no idea if doing a respawning or non-respawning instance has any bearing on whether or not the the named mobs will be up. I feel like it, aside from the big bosses, which are always going to be up. Oops. I feel like we just got lucky with the Cobalt in Soul B there. Is this the right way? No. No, that'll loop back around to the Evil Eye. Where am I? There we go. Wait. Okay. Here. Here. Alright, then we need this side. Here. No. ROG. Guck Shaman. Alright, well, that's a bummer. Not even a tactician. Guess we'll kill stuff. Oh, this guy's leaving, so. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this video. Made some progress with item upgrades, so we replaced our bracer, added some stats and spell damage. We got a couple more AA points. Made some progress on the Ragebringer Rogue Epic quest. Got the book from Plane of Hate. Got the gigantic Zweehander sword off of Karg Icebear and Everfrost. We got the Flesh Ripper, I think it was, off of the Cobalt King in Soul B. So we still need the Painbringer off of the Champion in Soul B. We still need the Mithril two-handed sword off of the King right here in Lower Guk. So unfortunately there'll be more trips to Lower Guk. And we still need the Robe of the Kedge. Currently the only way that I'm going to be able to obtain that is by killing Finnegal in Kedge Keep. So I'll do that every so often. I think I can only do it once a day or something like that. I don't know. I'll have to look into what the, like, I don't know, how frequently he respawns inside the non-respawning instance, or how often you can join a non-respawning instance. I'm not really sure. But yeah, at this point for the Rogue Epic, just kind of gathering things, gathering what we can, and then we'll work on actually like running around doing turn-ins and stuff like that at some point. Don't think there was anything else I needed to mention. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for AA points next. It might be nice to upgrade my Turgor Swarm or Malothinet. It might be nice to upgrade Radiant Cure. I've noticed that Radiant Cure isn't as useful as I thought it would be. I thought it would remove all debuffs basically when you press it, but I think that's only going to be the case once you get it upgraded a couple levels. Right now it seems to only be removing one debuff, maybe two if they're different like lines of spells, like one fire magic or one disease poison or something like that. Yeah, no immediate plans for the AAs. Got a couple ideas. We'll see. Did get the Gloomwater Harpoon, which we're currently working on upgrading. Got a handful of these Easter egg things. I could click them to open them, but I feel like the smart thing to do would be to wait until they're upgraded to Legendary to open them, and think the only way you can upgrade them to Legendary is by putting them in your power slot. Or I guess I could consume these to like power them up, but I don't know. Probably won't do that. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, as always. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any questions. You want to see me do something, have input on what AAs I should get, questions about, yeah, whatever. Happy to do my best to answer them. No expert, but some of the questions lead me to learning more so that I can answer them. So I appreciate that. Appreciate you guys watching. But until next time, take care.